little bigger. We're up to 955 people, which is fantastic. We have put in as many tables as we possibly can to obviously raise the most amount of money. Wonderful entertainment, live entertainment after the Oscars. We have a reputation with this party of having and breaking new talent for the American market. And this year we have a great British performer called Emily Sandé, who is wonderful, such a classy lady. She performed at our Winter Ball for us last February, which was amazing. So she's going to do a 45-minute set after dinner in the broadcast, which is wonderful. We have a Gordon Ramsay designed menu, which is great. Gordon is a wonderful chef, although I'll be keeping out of the kitchen on the night because he scares me slightly. Actually, no, he's very lovely. So a great Gordon Ramsay menu. And then another exciting Oscar year with some wonderful films nominated. I'm crossing my fingers and toes that Adele is going to get the best Oscar song for Skyfall. She's a great lady and a dear friend, and she's promised to come along clutching her Oscar if she wins. So that we've made fantastic gains in treatment, because treatment is now prevention. We know that if people test positively and go on the ARVs, they reduce the risk of passing the disease on to someone else by 96%, which is practically a cure. So that's amazing. But we still have a lot of work to do with stigma. So it's great that the party is getting embraced and the support from people on the biggest award show night of the year, so that we have the profile to get people talking and having a dialogue and thinking about HIV. Because if people just talk about this disease and live proudly and positively with it, they will go and know their status, they can get tested, and they can lead a healthier, longer life and reduce the risk of passing the disease on to someone else. So we just need to talk about it more. So the fact that we get more support enables us to do that.
And you're breaking
Certainly we feel a sense of pressure to make the party the very best it can be, because we are so fortunate and that we have so many of the same people coming and supporting us year on year. Steven Tyler's come back this year. He has donated an auction lot of a stay at his house in Maui. He bought a table. He auctioned off 2 tickets to his table to raise more money for the foundation, and then he's bringing Jim Carrey along as a guest, which again gives more profile to the cause. Stephen chooses to support us. He doesn't have to, but comes year on year. So we want to make sure for all the Stephens out there, the Tim Allens who've been coming every year for the past 21 years, that they have the best possible time and that they understand how their money and time is making a difference. So that's where the pressure is. Bigger, great if we can do it, as long as it's not so big that Elton and I can't get around and read every table on the night and thank people personally for supporting us, because that's important to do too. And if it gets too big in corporate, then we won't be able to do that. They might be, not officially, but we have lots of friends here that will want to see the boys. Elijah, we would obviously keep a newborn in a proper little quiet room, but Zachary might do a lap and say hello to a few friends.
And how are you settling in as being Dad's tattoo?
Great, it's fantastic. It's not as scary the second time around. It feels a lot easier, a lot more comfortable. The routine is already in place with Zachary in a way. And all the stuff that was so scary the first time around isn't quite so scary the second time around. And wonderful nanny, fantastic pediatrician, you know, all the great support. When the first one is there, that's all new. And so you're watching everything like a hawk because the trust isn't in place, and you know, you're building relationships. But now we have that wonderful infrastructure in place, so you can just sort of sit back more and just enjoy the little person themselves without the worry, or as much worry. I really loved Argo. I watched it again on the plane last night coming over from London, and I'm a Canadian, and I remember it's a very important part of Canadian history, the role that the Canadian Embassy played in getting the 6 Americans out of Iran. I love that film. I love Silver Linings Playbook. I think is wonderful. Fantastic performances by Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Wonderful script, beautifully sensitively directed. They're probably my two favorites. Strap them together.
¿Qué podemos esperar esa noche aparte de tantas celebridades en esta fiesta? What can we expect that night besides all the celebrities? What can we expect that night?
Well, you're going to get a fabulous performance by a great British singer named Emily Stinner on the night. And then lots